Hello! Today we're going to be talking about finding meaning. The learning standard that goes along with this is determine the meaning of words and phrases as they are used in a text, including figurative, connotative, and technical meanings. Analyze the impact of specific word choices on meaning and tone, including analogies or allusions to other texts. Our learning target. I can determine the meaning of words and phrases from the text. Our objectives today are, what does determine mean? What are context clues? How can I use context clues to figure out what a word means? And we're going to do some practice. What does determine mean? Determine means to identify, to decide, to figure it out. What are context clues? Context clues are words in the sentence that help you figure out words you do not know. So context clues can be pictures, helping words like or, like, are, called, words you already know, examples and definitions, synonyms, words that mean the same, or antonyms, words that mean the opposite. How can I use context clues to figure out what a word means? You have to be a word detective. You need to find words that mean the same, synonyms, find words that may mean something different, antonyms, or find words that may be examples of the word you're trying to figure out. Let the search begin. Do some practice. Because there was so little precipitation this year, the crops dried up and died. So let's use our context clues to figure out what precipitation means. It's at the end of the sentence, it says the crops dried up and died. So think about that. Why would the crops dry up and die if there was little precipitation? So could it be A, fertilizer? If there's a little bit of fertilizer, would the crops dry up and die? B, planting? If there was little planting, would the crops dry up and die? Or C, if there was little rain, would the crops dry up and die? Think about it. What are the context clues telling you about the word precipitation? The answer is C, rain. You could replace precipitation with rain and it would still make sense. Because there was so little rain this year, the crops dried up and died. Our next example, our next practice. Although I was unable to understand all of the details of the presentation, I did get the gist of it. We're looking at the word gist. So let's use our context clues to figure out what gist means. So the person was unable to understand all of the details. So would the gist mean A, humor, B, main point, or C, notes? Let's try putting these words in there to see if they work. Although I was unable to understand all of the details of the presentation, I did get the humor of it. Does it make sense? Although I was unable to understand all of the details of the presentation, I did get the main point of it. Does it make sense? Although I was unable to understand all of the details of the presentation, I did get the notes of it. Does it make sense? Think about it. The answer is B. Even though the person didn't understand all of the little details of it, They got the main point of the presentation, so they understood the overall part of it, the gist of it. Our next practice. Night is the time when many animals forage or search for food. Forage is the word we're looking at. Does forage mean A, come out at night, B, sleep, C, search for food? Think about it. The answer is C, search for food. This shows you an example of using an example in the sentence as a context clue. Night is the time when many animals forage or search for food. It tells you right in the sentence what forage means. It means to search for food. Examples were provided by this website down here. You can go there for more practice. Speaking of more practice, here are some videos you can watch for more information and some websites to help you practice. You can watch this video as many times as you need, and please be prepared for class tomorrow. Thank you.